What is the social economic impact of Michael Brown shooting?
I think that the social impact is that it has raised global attention to the continual abuses of police on unarmed citizens. With Eric Garner happening 3 weeks before, and then the world seeing what happened in Ferguson, and then the militarized reaction to the protest brought this front and center, and then the cases keep happening. So as we have mobilized civil rights groups like ours, National Action Network, grassroots groups forming, young people coming out of nowhere, it was all a result of the movements that were started here, and the social impact of it will lead to legislative and policy change.
What was the role of the NAN in this movement?
Well, we were here within 72 hours. We did the first rallies. We came back and did the Unity rally that weekend, and the funeral, and the original marches, and then other groups got involved. And there have been a lot of groups, just like in the civil rights movement in the 60s. You had students sitting at the lunch counters. Dr. King didn't do that. You had freedom riders, and you had Dr. King doing marches. You had legislators legislate. You had all kind of flavors. That's where a movement is.
Where do we go from here?
Where we go from here is we continue until laws change, till laws are enforced, and until people understand that they will be held accountable criminally when they take unarmed lives.
Mm-hmm.
Are you satisfied with what has been achieved within this 1 year?
Absolutely not. I think that there has been some movement, but not nearly enough. You still have people being harassed by police. You still have police that are involved in very serious activities that have not been penalized. I think the light is on, and there's been some movement, but we're not anywhere near where we need to be.
Did you do any report on Ferguson?
The Ferguson report card.
My report is that a year later, we are still fighting to make real significant permanent change in the laws and the accountability. We cannot be satisfied with just some steps forward. Yes, there are things that have happened that are good, but they are nowhere near enough, and they're not permanent. That's why we support this family a year later, and we're going to keep coming and keep fighting until Michael Brown represents permanent change.